Hey, this is Ryan Howe, the Rebel Rocker, Diamond Steel, and you know what not to call me, from WWE's Tough Enough. And you are rocking with the official podcast for WNS.
You're listening to the official Wrestling News Source podcast. For all your wrestling info, go to WrestlingNewsSource.com or find us on Facebook by searching WrestlingNewsSource.com or WNS Podcast. Now, here are your hosts, Daniel Herron, Jordan Landry, and Tyler Abear.
That's right. What's up, everyone? I am Daniel Herron.
And I'm Tyler Abear.
And we welcome you to the official podcast for WrestlingNewsSource.com, episode 26.
Whoop, whoop.
Yay, thank you for joining us. For all the information, go to WrestlingNewsSource.com. Also find us on Facebook by searching WrestlingNewsSource.com. You can find us on Facebook by searching WNS Podcast, on YouTube by searching WNS Video, iTunes by searching WrestlingNewsSource.com.
That's my turn. Okay.
Yes, it is.
For Twitter, if you want to follow us, it's at WNS Podcast. And for the main page, WN Source.
There you go. Going to be changing it up a little bit, starting the show off great. Jordan, not going to be here this week.
He is actually with Ben.
Yes.
And he's coming to America.
Coming to America.
So
going to be hanging out with Ben.
Yeah, Jordan actually flew over to the UK with Ben. Then he's about to fly back over here with Ben.
Yeah, and then he's going to fly. Is he going to fly back with him, or
I don't know.
Is he going to just hang out here?
Maybe.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see what's going on. We've got a great show for you. We also have a great show lined up for next week as well. On the show, we're going to have former Tough Enough contestant, also former Miss USA, Rima Faki.
Hey, whoa. Be careful.
Hey, I'm trying to say it as carefully as I can. I can only do so much. I'm sorry. Also going to have another special guest. I'm not going to give you all the details on here, but we will get the details on that on our Facebook page.
Yes.
For next week. So definitely make sure you go to our page and check it out. So, but we've got a great show for you this week on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Two-man group going at it.
Two-man group again.
That's right.
You know how we do.
Having a little bit of fun. We're going to start things off. Start talking about Impact Wrestling.
Impact, yes.
Not TNA. I got it right this time. Impact Wrestling.
Let's make it Impact.
Got to see the return of a couple former
Yes.
TNA,
well, we've been seeing that for a couple
WWE.
of weeks. You know, they're getting ready for, was it Destination X?
That's right. They're getting ready for Destination X.
Yes, which is this Sunday, I do believe.
The return of the six-sided ring.
Yes, which is, well, they need to return and make it stay, but no, it's just for one night.
It's going to be very exciting.
Yeah.
I think. But this week for the Destination X matches, I guess, what do they call it? Something like that.
It's a qualifying match for Destination
match.
X.
It's going to be, we had Loki, formerly known as Cabal.
In WWE. Well, it was, actually, they're going with Loki. It was, in TNA, he was first Loki.
Mm-hmm.
I think. I can't talk. No, he was Loki. Then he left. I think he came back. And he was Senshi.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got the order right. But they're going with Loki now, so.
And then he's going to leave and then come back again as Sushi. So Loki versus Jimmy Yang. You might remember him from WWE as Jimmy Wang Yang. But,
and I believe that he was part of a group in TNA called the Flying Elvises. I could be wrong.
I know nothing about that.
Yeah.
That predates my TNA Impact
Well, the
Wrestling
reason I know is
interest.
because if you buy the TNA Impact game,
mm-hmm.
there was a bonus feature on there where they had some old matches on there that you could watch.
That's very
and
interesting.
that was part of it.
You actually played the TNA wrestling video game.
I did. Hey, I was excited when it first came out. Then I played and I was like, no.
That's kind of disheartening. So the third contestant in that match was Matt Bentley.
Yeah, Matt Bentley, Michael Shane, whatever you call him.
Whatever you want to call him by. But Loki ended up getting the victory on that one. It was good to see.
Mm-hmm.
It was good to see. Are you getting ready for Destination X?
You know what? I am excited about it. You know, I kind of missed, what was it, last week? No, the week before I missed that Impact. But you know what? I think I'm going to buy that pay-per-view and watch it.
All right.
Because they've got some people in there I'm excited to see that they brought back.
It's just going to be nice to see the return of the six-sided ring.
Yeah.
That's what I'm most looking
And they also,
forward to.
I mean, you know, the X Division, they have some talented stars, but they also brought back, and they may not win, but they brought back for a night at least some talented X Division stars and stuff. So I'm excited to see them.
Yeah, definitely. Also on the show, they had Sting continuing his little Joker gimmick, I guess. I'm not sure what they're doing with this, but he continued it on Hulk Hogan.
I think Sting is actually coming for Hulk Hogan.
I mean, he just wanted to know why Hogan's so serious all the time.
Yeah, why is so serious, Hogan? I'm not so serious. Check out my makeup.
Well, there is one reason why he's being a little serious as far as right now, and that's because Linda Hogan coming out releasing a book, and basically a tell-all story, at least her side of the story, because there's always two sides of the story.
Yeah.
Linda Hogan coming out saying she was fearing for her life. She didn't know if Hulk Hogan was going to kill her or anything
Well, I
like
think
that.
actually, technically, there's three sides to the story.
Three sides.
You've got Linda, you got Hulk, and Ultimate Warrior.
There you go. Yes. Thank goodness this is an Impact where it would have been six sides.
Yeah,
Six sides of the story. Yeah. Although I guess if you had Brooke and Nick and whoever the Hulkster is dating and all that, whatever. So very interesting story going on like that. I was walking around the mall earlier today, and I happened to see the Linda Hogan book. So it is out. It is available right now. So
I wouldn't mind checking it out.
Yeah.
See what's up.
You're not going to pay for it. Just read it while you're in the store.
I'm there all day.
Yeah, there you go. You're like, no, I need more coffee. Bring it to me. So, that's one form of theft, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that considered theft?
Maybe.
I don't know. If there's anyone who's practicing law or,
Law.
Law. Another form of theft going around the interwebs right now is that the Crimson gimmick character
Has been stolen.
is also being stolen. There are reports coming out that the Crimson's character,
it was reported by I believe Scott D'Amore reported that. Yeah.
I believe.
So yeah, I can care less about the Crimson gimmick. Really,
I don't really think very
he's
many
an
people
oddly
are even
shaped guy.
Yeah, he is. He was brought in just to be
The main event Mafia thing.
Yeah,
and then that, or not the main
brother.
event Mafia, but I mean, actually, it was Red's brother, and then I guess they had nothing else for him. And then they were doing that big angle where, like, hey, we might be bringing the main event Mafia back, and that just didn't happen. So, I don't know.
It's weird how they do stuff like that.
Which actually, something about Crimson will lead into the next subject right there. But I remember when they also had the Crimson Samoa Joe, and guess who won? Crimson, because they're big on him.
Oh, he's undefeated.
Yeah.
Well, someone was undefeated and, then TNA for quite a while. And that's what we're getting on to next.
Yes, the guy who was, I thought it was 2 years. They said a year and a half, but the guy who was undefeated for a year and a half.
At least.
Samoa Joe. Yes, at least. Samoa Joe.
Currently on a losing streak right now. He's not doing too well in the ring as of late.
Yeah, he lost to Devon this last week.
Yeah, he lost to Devon, lost to Crimson.
Like, does he really, does Devon really need the win?
That's kind of what I'm wondering, because they're doing the Bound for Glory series.
Yeah.
And, I guess they want everyone to have their
Well,
points and
actually,
stuff like that.
what was it, 2 weeks ago or maybe 3 weeks ago, where they were setting up for AJ and Christopher Daniels.
Yeah.
No, it was actually, they wanted a three-way match between all three of them. It was let me get this straight.
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe wanted to
AJ
versus
Styles.
AJ Styles, and Christopher Daniels wanted to get in on it.
Yeah.
But then Christopher Daniels like, you know what? We need to give this to everyone. They want to see Christopher Daniels versus AJ Styles. And that's it. And they did that.
Yeah.
Then I saw something about Samoa Joe beating up on Kaz, so I don't know what's going on.
Kaz has been taunting him backstage
Yeah.
and stuff like that, saying, "Oh yeah, you're so tough. What's going on? Why are you losing all the time if you're so strong?"
I guess they'll give something for Kaz something to do. Because is Fortune still together?
kind of.
They got the song still going.
Yeah, they still have the song. They still throw it up, but other than that, I don't really.
Are you throwing it up? I'm throwing the WNS podcast sign up right now.
Get it up. That's what you got to do in this kind of business. But
get it up.
Going back to Devon, he's got an interesting little storyline going on with the Pope. I guess the Pope is kind of trying to be the surrogate father to his kids or something like that. I don't really know.
I don't know.
It's just weird. It's just stupid. I don't know. I want Impact to do well.
Yeah.
But it's like really hard to follow sometimes
It's
because
just-
they face turn and heel turn so quick and
my
just
gosh.
interesting storylines. And like the I don't know how you feel about this, Tyler, but the Mexican Americans flag that they drop whenever they cut their promos and have their match seems kind of a jip to the fans who are trying to watch the match because all you see is the flag. You don't see any fans in the background.
Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting to see.
So if you're listening to this, you know what to do. Take that flag down.
Yeah, take the flag down. That would be nice. I mean, it's okay if you drop it, but then lower it shortly after. When the bell starts or something, when the bell rings. So also we have
setting up for. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, getting ready for Destination X.
Rived versus Jerry RVD versus Jerry Lynn. Yeah,
it's going to be an interesting match to see. Who do you think? Who are you probably going to pick on this one?
The ref. No.
Wow.
RVD.
Yeah.
I know they're going to put on one hell of a match. Well, they're going to, it's going to be good, but not as good as back in the day when they did it. That, that was like the match. Everyone wanted to, like get into wrestling because of that match. Well, but they'll still put on a show for people.
Yeah. And what about AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels? Who are you going to pick on that one?
AJ? No. Oh, man. I like the Fallen Angel. He's really awesome. Well, I'm going with Fallen Angel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just thought I'd check.
I couldn't decide.
See your thoughts on that one. So also on Impact they had Sting versus Scott Steiner, and Steiner is now part of Immortal, I guess.
Yeah, because Matt Hardy's out.
Yeah, got to bring in someone.
Yeah.
Someone who's awesome on the mic.
Oh, it was amazing. He cuts amazing promos. It does.
I just want him to have a live mic for 10 minutes. That'd be great.
He should be the voice of Immortal instead of Bubba.
Mm-hmm. Well, moving out of Impact, so I guess Destination X going on this Sunday. Or this past Sunday or previous Sunday for whoever's listening, whenever you're listening.
Yeah, whenever you're listening. Whenever you listen to this cast.
Regardless, it's happening on Sunday.
Richard.
On a Sunday. Moving out of that, going on into NXT, which this week is having their finale.
Which I'll read the stuff online.
It poses the question.
Ridiculous.
It poses the question: does anyone care?
I'm looking around this room.
No.
Sean says no.
No. No one's saying anything. We got zero interest.
No.
So because the winner gets to pick their pro for the next season of NXT.
What about that season?
So they have to go through it again.
Then the next season, what do they win after that? They'll be on the next season.
They get to be on Tough Enough.
Oh, God.
It's too much.
I'll admit this. I know we already said this, but the first and second seasons were great. I thought they were good.
Yeah.
Well, just because they had some, the first season had Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. it was good, you know, but then after the second season, it just got repetitive. They're just going to do the same stuff over and over again. It's why would I want to interest time in that? It's just...
I don't understand why they still have it.
It's stupid. Tough Enough is a little bit better. It's a little more scripted, I think.
Now it's more scripted.
Yeah. But, it's still a little good. But speaking of Tough Enough, we got... on Raw, we had another Silent Rage promo.
Same as last week.
Also coming to us from Las Vegas. They had to tape this episode. It was really hard last week not talking about what happened because as soon as they finished Raw, they taped this week's episode, and so the spoilers were already out for a good 24 hours by the time we got for last week's show. So we didn't get to talk about the spoilers and stuff like that. So we're a little late, discussing it. Yeah. But CM Punk, coming out, or John Cena coming out saying CM Punk is suspended indefinitely, in which now that they've announced, that's a dead giveaway that it was a work shoot.
Yeah.
And it was confirmed that it was a work shoot. They gave him a live mic saying, "Hey, go out there, talk about whatever you want.
We'll cut you off.
And, we'll cut you off if you start getting too far."
Yeah, too far.
And that's obviously what ended up happening.
It was great.
So, but Cena coming out saying, "No, freedom of speech, First Amendment chants going on, and I want to face CM Punk for his final match, and stuff like that." And just an interesting way to kick off the show. Coming back from the break, started off with not one but 2 tag matches.
Yes,
that was good to see. They're finally starting to show some interest in the tag division again. I guess since they've made an offer to the Kings of Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they need to start putting a little more interest in the tag division, which they've needed to do for years.
Yeah.
But now they're finally at least having some matches. The first match was the Bella Twins, and what were they wearing? They were wearing the black one. Nikki was wearing the black.
Yeah, still that
and
black and gray. Was wearing the black. Yeah,
that's right. Okay, that's what it was. And they went on to face Eve and Kelly Squared.
Kelly Square.
Yeah. Kelly, and who was it? Who got the pin on that one? I think it was Kelly getting the win.
Eve? No.
It was
Kelly.
Kelly getting the win on that
confirmed.
one. So a very interesting match. A little short match, but it was still good to see.
Yeah.
Next match, also a tag match, was the Nexus members. I guess the last remaining Nexus members.
Yes,
There's only going to be
that's
2 of them after CM Punk leaves.
And they still have the CM Punk music.
Yeah, that's very interesting because that makes me wonder: are they going to continue the Nexus storyline? Are they going to keep them as a faction / tag team? And if so, are they going to come out to the same entrance music? Are they going to come out to CM Punk's, or are they going to go back to the We Are One?
Just completely let go of Nexus.
It's kind of dead.
There's been so many members.
Yeah, there has been quite a few.
Yeah.
It originally started with 8, and David Otunga is the last remaining original.
Yeah.
Which is
And
really sad to say.
I don't know how many people are still in the Beaumont chapter Nexus, but I haven't checked lately.
I still have my Nexus armband.
Me too.
I mean, I have it. I just don't wear it.
Yeah, so it's kind of fading away.
Yeah, it's kind of going out there. But do you think they're going to still come out with CM Punk's theme music, or are they going to go back to the We Are One?
Or a new thing?
Or a new thing.
I don't think they're going to keep Punk's music afterwards.
Yeah. He's going to just go off on his way. But anyways, Nexus members, David Otunga and Michael McGillicuddy facing Santino Marella and Vladimir Kozlov.
Vlad.
And McGillicuddy getting the pin on that one, so that was good to see.
So that was good to see. Are you
good to see your tag team champions winning?
Yeah, are you Vlad that Nexus won?
Wow, Vlad.
Well, you didn't answer the question. Are you Vlad?
I'm trying to think of a horrible pun to go with it, but you just that was too. You took the cake on that one. And speaking of cake. A-Bear celebrating a birthday this past week. Yay!
It's true. I'm 25.
I don't think so.
Okay, I know. Look a little young. 24.
You want to keep trying?
22.
You want to give that one more shot?
21.
Tyler A-Bear celebrating his 23rd birthday.
I was close.
Did you have a fun birthday?
Oh yeah, it was a great weekend. Hanging out with friends, doing whatnot.
Getting karaoke'd. Yeah, karaoke it up.
Yeah,
getting a nice little T-shirt.
Yes, if you don't know what's going on, go to our site and check out the surprise shirt that Daniel got me. Yay! Yes.
Happy times.
Happy times.
It's Yes Official.
It is Yes Official.
Did you enjoy all the happy birthday comments from our listeners?
Oh, dude, I appreciate the wishes from the fans.
4 of them.
Hey, no, it was actually more than 4. It was about 8.
Oh, okay. Man, I was way off. So, anyways, I hope you had a happy birthday.
Thank you.
So, but yeah, Michael McGillicuddy ended up getting the victory on that one. And very interesting, after the match, we had a Zack Ryder appearance. We finally got to see him on Raw.
I know. I think they're just taunting us.
Yeah.
That's all they're doing.
He came out, did his woo-woo-woo, you know it.
Like, hey.
But he had his theme music, which is good. It's good to see that on Raw.
But he didn't have his championship with him.
No, he didn't. He didn't have his internet championship, which very interesting to say over the Australian tour that they did. He actually defended that title.
Against Primo.
That's right. And, it was very, very interesting to hear that they allowed him to go out there and do that.
Dude, didn't you mention this a while back? He can defend it on, what was it? On
Superstars.
Superstars.
That's online.
Internet champion? Yeah.
Yeah. He is the internet champion, Zach.
Vince don't like anything.
So hopefully this is... I really hope that this is sort of a tease that he's going to be making a few more appearances over the next few weeks and start, getting like a small push or something like that. I mean, I don't care if it's a small push, just as long as it's a push. Mm-hmm. That would just be interesting to see, because this is really what a lot of the fans want to see.
Yeah.
And it's just nice to see that fans might actually get what they want this time.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows? Also celebrating a birthday this week was Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, same birthday as me.
Not quite.
Well,
a couple days later.
Tomato.
Yeah, just slight differences there. Zolf Ziggler. Whatever.
Dolph Ziggler.
Say his name.
Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler. So celebrating his birthday. And Vicky ended up getting caked due to Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
She fell into the cake, first on her bottom, then in her face.
Yes.
So, very interesting. I'm not sure anyone would want to eat that cake afterwards, but, who knows?
Maybe.
But Kofi Kingston coming out, cutting a little promo on Dolph Ziggler, saying, you can't beat me without Vicky being at the ring. So, looks like we're going to continue this feud. And I kind of like it. It's
Yeah.
good to see because they're both given mic time. They both, had their little confrontation in the ring. So it was good to see.
Usually when they go, they put on a show. So
Yeah. Well, yeah.
yeah,
Put on a good match at least. So we also had a backstage segment featuring R-Truth, and he was on the phone with his friend Flo.
that's two different companies.
What?
I don't know. I'm just saying stuff.
He's talking out your butt. So R-Truth on the phone with Flo from Geico, and turns out he saved 15% on his car insurance.
No, he didn't. It was fake.
He
It
was-
was fake. He was
discussing a conspiracy.
conspiracy.
Yeah.
C-O-N.
Spirits.
Conspiracy.
That's right. That's right. So going on further into Raw, we had The Miz versus Alex Riley. Alex Riley getting the win again.
Yeah, so you
And,
know what that means.
What's that?
Miz is gonna win
Miz is going to win
for the pay-per-view.
pay-per-view?
Yes,
Are they even scheduled for the pay-per-view?
they will.
They will be. Oh, okay. Very interesting. So we'll have to see how that all plays out. I think it's very, very bad that, Miz has gone from, WWE champion to getting beaten by Alex Riley, like, what is it, 3 or 4 times
I
now?
think maybe that's a good thing because it's really putting Riley over, though.
It is, but, it goes back to my initial, argument. What are they going to do after this? He's already gotten over Miz 3 or 4 times. What are they, what are
Like
they gonna do next?
like I said, just in the mid-card scene.
Yeah, just have him go after a U.S. title or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe Kofi Kingston wins it back, or no, Dolph Ziggler wins, and then Alex Riley goes after the U.S. Championship. Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. But for the remainder of Raw, they had Alberto Del Rio versus Rey Mysterio versus R-Truth for the number 1 contendership since CM Punk was suspended, and Del Rio getting the win with the armbar on Rey Mysterio.
Which was so funny about this match. We were watching Raw with the friend, and it was like, "Hey, how much you want to bet Alberto Del Rio wins?" Bet $50 on it.
Man, I really wish I would have taken that bet. That would have been nice to win. But Del Rio gets the victory, and it poses the question: what are they going to do next? Because at the end of Raw, John Cena comes out, confronts Mr. McMahon, and McMahon comes out and says CM Punk is reinstated.
Yeah.
Okay. He also said that if John Cena loses, then John Cena is going to be fired again. Yeah. So, one, John Cena's been fired before, and we saw how long that lasted.
So you can't.
So
take
even
this.
even if Punk loses or Punk wins, Cena's still going to be in the
Cena's
picture.
fired. Yeah.
They'll just have maybe they'll bring in a new title belt since they've been discussing that for quite some time.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be nice. But, now that Del Rio won that match, is he still a number 1 contender? Or are they going to push him and say, well, you did win that match, so we're going to have you be the number 1 contender for SummerSlam?
Yeah, they should do that.
You think that's what they're going to do? That's what I think they're probably going to end up doing. Like, well, you won the match, and CM Punk lost his match at Money in the Bank, so we're going to have you face John Cena for the title since you won that match, blah, 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 blah.
But you already knew that.
But you already knew that because it is his destiny.
It is his destiny.
And going back to CM Punk, he just couldn't stay out of the limelight long enough because he had a little outburst during the tour in Australia. If you guys happen to catch it, go and check it out. Personally, I thought it was pretty funny.
It was.
I laughed. Yeah, he said some stuff that he probably shouldn't have said, just because there were kids there and, little family.
But also, that brings up another thing that also Cena and Cole did the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
What was it, a while back? When was that? They said some slurs and stuff a while back. They did apologize too.
Yeah. So, but it was caught on tape and put on YouTube and TMZ posted it. But, yeah, CM Punk had a little outburst towards a fan, and he said on his Twitter, he was like, I'm glad, TMZ posted the video because, everyone needs to be accountable for their BS, myself included. What I said was BS. I'm embarrassed. I own up to being a total douche in this situation, and I offer a sincere apology to anybody I hurt with careless words. So, that's a respectable way of giving an apology, not just say, oh, my actions were wrong. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I won't do it again.
That'd be weird if you sound like that.
Bye-bye. CM Punk. Hey guys. But I watched the video. It like I said, some of the comments that he made were pretty funny.
Yeah, it was.
But it was just the one or two little words that he said that probably shouldn't have been said. But what can you do? Past is past. Moving on into the future. By moving into the past, going to be discussing SmackDown now, which happened last Friday. Mark Henry versus Randy Orton, and there was a count out.
Yes.
So
Which Orton wins.
Orton won that one. Yes. Also, we had Daniel Bryan versus Ted DiBiase, and Daniel Bryan wins via submission. A nice little. Why am I blanking right now? What is this submission move called? Oh man, I'm putting you on the spot and you're failing.
Holy moly! Hang on. Label.
There we go.
Lapel
Label
lock.
lock. Thank you very much. That hurt. Ow, my head. Oh, that hurts. And also we had who was it? It was Christian versus Sin Cara.
Sin Cara.
And Christian getting the win that one.
Yeah, he tripped Sin Cara, and then after that,
Got by the spear.
yeah.
So first loss for Sin Cara on WWE programming. I'm not sure about house shows, but for as far as TV and pay-per-view, that was his first loss. So very interesting to see. I'm glad they didn't wait too long to give him his first loss.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't want the whole Goldberg situation. Oh, how long is it going to go before he finally loses and blah 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 blah. We also had Cody Rhodes versus Ezekiel Jackson, where Cody won via Crossroads. Very interesting to see that because Ezekiel Jackson is a very big dude. So, Cody Rhodes going into that definitely being the underdog. So, good to see, I guess, continuing the push for Cody Rhodes. We also had Cain versus Wade Barrett, and Cain ended up winning by chokeslam. And we also had the Randy Orton and Christian contract signing with a little interference, I guess you could say, by Sheamus. Sheamus. Very interesting.
Will it be a triple threat?
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see how it all plays out towards the end. But very very interesting.
I'm still wondering if Christian will ever get that title again.
Yeah, I mean, I would really like for him to win, but
then lose it again the next day.
Yeah, he's gonna go on Monday Night Raw and end up losing it to someone. Who knows how it goes from there? So definitely gonna have to see how it all plays out. I mean, we've got NXT, just horrible superstars no one really watches, which people really should start watching it. Mm-hmm. Because they have some really good wrestlers on there. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of dialogue, but that's what I like about superstars. Because it's
just wrestling.
Yeah,
because if you
where wrestling
watch
matters.
Raw or SmackDown, like how many minutes is just wrestling?
Mm-hmm.
Not much.
Superstars ends up tying up with Raw, and Superstars only an hour-long show, 40-minute show, and they have the most, and they usually take like 10 minutes just to focus on what happened on Raw. So, but we'll have to see go from there. Moving on into our Q&A, it's going to be your questions, our answers.
Our questions and our ansers.
Yes.
You're going to have to listen to us.
Our answers and their questions and questions of answers that have been asked. We're going to go straight into it from Primetime, asking what are 4 or 5 WWE superstars, not just anyone, have to be WWE, that could form a faction that could possibly reach the level that D-Generation X and the NWO did back in the 90s.
Well, that's interesting because I got a text from Cousin Doug.
Cousin Doug,
yeah.
I'm Doug.
And he has an answer.
Okay.
It was CM Punk, giving the leader / mouthpiece, re-signed Colt Cabana, Punk's right-hand man, then sign the Kings of Wrestling, Hero plus Claudio, the Muscle / tag team, and if booked correctly, it could be huge.
Okay.
That's what it says. And
so one person who is currently active in the WWE.
Only one. Future people, if that happens.
Well, with CM Punk on his way out anyways.
Yeah.
So
if that happens later on in the future.
Within 2 weeks, none of those people will be involved in the WWE. Okay, well, how about you, Tyler? How about yours? Let's do 4 or 5 active superstars. Put them in a faction.
Let's throw Sheamus
in
there.
Okay. It's tough.
It is
because
tough.
DX, and NWO, those were, just huge factions.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's really hard to pick people who aren't like in the main event who would do well as a faction.
I'll tell you what, I mean, it was good. The first night it happened, it was more than 4 or 5 people, but Nexus,
Yeah.
like the first night,
original
even when
Invasion
Daniel
night.
Bryan, the Invasion, that was awesome,
Yeah.
and that turned to Shiite.
I would like to put Wade Barrett into a faction,
Mhm.
but he's been in so many groups here lately that I don't want to. I think he works well in a group,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm just tired of seeing him in there. I'd like to see him do a singles career. But if I had to do one, I would probably put Wade Barrett.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Sheamus?
No, I wouldn't do Sheamus because Sheamus, his character is usually like a loner. He's the Celtic warrior. He
That's
wants to
true.
be by himself. Let's see. Maybe Evan Bourne. Well, yeah, we'll do Evan Bourne. Who else would I want to put in there? Christian, maybe. You got to have someone with a little bit of attitude as well. Because Wade Barrett's a really good talker. Christian's a pretty good talker.
Mm-hmm.
Evan Bourne is good in the air.
And in the sea. What
Oh my god. Some kind of bear. Can we put the tree in there?
Put the tree.
Put the
Okay.
tree in the
I
faction.
think we just get a faction with just me in the tree. Got a bear in the tree.
Okay. You'll be the ultimate tag team because you will climb your tag team partner and dive off. And then
The bear splash.
The bear splash.
5-star bear
And your
splash.
submission move will be the bear hug.
Bear hug.
Yeah.
I tricked him. It's like, I give him a hug, like, oh, and then like throw him off their guard and stuff, and then squeeze the heck out of them.
Okay, very interesting. But it's really hard to pick a faction
something
right now
like-
because they don't have enough tag teams going on right now. There's not enough. There's really not enough, and like all the factions that they've had, the core and the Nexus, they haven't worked. So it's really hard to pick from current superstars. But folks who are listening, if you guys would like to take your top 5 and 4 or 5 and put them together and let us know. Current WWE superstars. We'll go with that.
Current.
So thank you, Prime Time, for the question. Also, the next question, Davey would like to ask, would the WNS podcast love to see Davey Richards in WWE? Also, what about the American Wolves as a whole? And Tyler, I'll let you take the initiative on this one because I don't really follow any one of those.
Yeah, Davey Richards is pretty cool. He's the main champion right now for Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see him, I guess, eventually in WWE.
Okay.
It would be cool to see the American Wolves and the WWE too, but also they have to be booked right too. So it would be nice.
Who would you probably book them against? Or Davey Richards, for that matter.
Let me just do Davey Richards because tag
Okay.
team wise, I don't know.
Yeah. Davey Richards versus blank at SummerSlam.
A SummerSlam. Well, he's a wolf and he hunts. Let's I guess do Sheamus. I don't know why I'm in Sheamus mood right now, but yeah.
Did you take a shower with some Irish Spring or something? You got the Irish blood going on in you?
I lost my Lucky Charms.
Okay. Very interesting. And the final question tonight coming from Johannes? John Hannes? I don't know. You
Joe Haynes.
You guys have a question for us. What do you think about the current tag team situation? They brought back the Usos, broke up the core, and have Gabriel and Slater together, and maybe sign Chris Hero, Claudio Castagnoli. Just another try or a real push?
I think they are trying, maybe slowly, but
It seems like they're kind of getting the tag team division a little bit together just in case, they sign. So they say, okay, well, we already have these tag teams ready, so we'll go ahead and
we'll
go
bring them in.
Yeah.
Then after that, if we don't like them, we'll break them up like we do every single tag team.
Yeah, every other tag team.
How about we just break up every tag team and don't have a tag division? Let's just do that because we're WWE.
Because, I would really hate that.
I would, too.
I like seeing the tag team matches and stuff like that, but, you got to have some good... They need feuds again. They need to have some good tag team feuds.
They need to.
Then another New Age Outlaws and
New
the
Age
Brood
Outlaws.
and, stuff like that. You don't necessarily have to have the attitude for it, but just another good solid tag team. I'd like to see that. So, but thank you for that. Submit your questions. Go to WNS Podcast on Facebook. Also, WNS Video on YouTube. You can also check us out on Facebook by searching WrestlingNewsSource.com. Go to WrestlingNewsSource.com for all the information on that. Also, find us on iTunes by searching Wrestling News Source.
And follow us on Twitter at WNS Podcast, and for the main site, WN Source.
WN Source. All right. Well, there you go. We will be back next week with a couple of guests on the show.
Couple.
Yes, a couple of them.
Okay.
One for sure is going to be Rima.
Faki.
Yes, Faki.
Whoa,
whatever.
whoa, whoa.
However you want to call it. And then we'll have a special guest for next week as well. So tune in go to our website and check that out as well. I am Daniel Heron.
And I am flying with my pants down, Tyler A. Barrett.
There you go, Ben.
That one's for you.
We will see you all next week.